Once again, I am
Don
John, I am Franz,
Dean.
and we are here to pop you off.
You hungry? Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Toys and Fitness with Geek Strong, and to this man here, Dandy1981, is my co-host. Yeah, it's always like opposite, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Is it always that? Is it always that way?
Yeah, it's always like opposite. That's why people when they're showing toys, they're always like, over,
Something here, yeah.
Yeah.
There. That's funny.
But yeah, welcome to Toys and Fitness. Again, I am Geek Strong and Dandy1981. So if you're not subscribed to Dandy1981, you got to do it. This guy has awesome toy reviews. He reviews toys that I didn't even know existed. A lot of Lord of the Rings figures I've seen. What other ones would you say?
I do have some obscure ones in the pipe right now, or at least I feel that they are. It's the Mega Constructs. I've got some more of those coming.
Oh, cool.
The little,
yeah,
like 1.5 inch. I got some of the. Actually, that was one of my first. It was my first. I don't want to say breakout, but it was just like a crazy. I had like 1,000 views on that. Everything else on my channel had like less than 100, and then all of a sudden, I looked one day and my Predator, camouflage Predator, and Dutch figures.
Yeah,
had like 1,000 views on it. I'm like, it's a little Mega Construct, a little $5 figure.
Yeah, I actually have the Predator ones. I have a couple of the Predator ones, and I have a He-Man one.
That's what I got coming. I got a whole wave of villains. I got Triclops, Trapjaw.
Did you ever get the Castle Grayskull?
Is there? Oh, the Mega Constructs has a Castle Grayskull. Oh,
yeah,
no. I wish you hadn't told me that.
Oh, well, that was a few years ago. They had it at like GameStop, I think, and it is insane. Hey, good morning, Apprentice Ewoks, Brandon.
Yep, we got Brendan and Kat in there. Good morning, Kat.
Hey, Kat, how are you? Good to see you here. We got to get Kat on very soon. I was thinking about maybe next week if she wanted to come on and talk about one of the topics that for fitness today is because normally we talk about weights.
Fabulous.
Going to the gym with the weights and some machines and tube bands and stuff like that. But there's so many different options out there. So we're going to touch base on yoga today a little bit. We were going to have a special guest, A Dudes Nerdery, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it today, which is fine. We'll have him on soon, and we'll talk more about yoga later on again. And but yeah, there's so many different options for fitness. So I think Dandy's the only one that knows yoga here, so he'll do more of the talking on yoga. But yeah, I want to get Kat on here sometime because she does. She's lost quite a bit of impressive weight. Not that she was really heavy, anyways, but she lost. I know we all think that's the good thing is we all want to improve ourselves. So different options out there.
Yeah.
And we'll touch base on it. So, but and
lots of different ways.
On.
Find something that works for you. For dude, it was yoga, and I mean, he was just saying he's had like, what did he say? He was down 15 pounds since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So just a little change in the diet, a little less sweets, and doing his yoga. So if that works, then hey, it's still a workout. Doesn't have to be weights. Doesn't have to be the gym.
Exactly. It's just being conscious of eating and fitness, and once you start on that path, it's pretty addicting. But good morning, Fabulous. I absolutely love your little logo there.
Got the Peacemaker, doesn't it?
I went downstairs last night to watch episode 5, and Sleeping Collectibles was on live, so I popped on that and I put my TV on and I'm watching. He was doing he's got a new sponsor, Drip.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, so Drip is actually, it's like an online auction, not even, it's like an eBay. It's like an online store through an app where you can purchase cards and Funko Pops and stuff like that. And it looks like they do like live unboxings right there. So if you pick a card, they open the cards right there, show you the cards that you won. Or if you buy a Funko Pop, they'll show you the Funko Pop right there. It's all like live. It was actually pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. I didn't remember the name of it, but I was yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I signed up and I actually won on the wheel. I won a because I'm all of a sudden, I mean, I always loved wrestling back in the 80s and 90s and 2000, early 2000. And then I kind of got out of it. But now I'm back into it. And I was watching the Royal Rumble last night while the stream was going on. So I didn't even get to watch Peacemaker. So that's my to-do list today.
That's your to-do. Oh yeah, speaking of to-do list, I've got if anybody's watching or if you see this later, I have to apologize for anyone that's got a stream that I have missed in the last couple of weeks or video I haven't caught up with. I've just been really swamped. And then on top of that, since so many streams are bringing up points about shows that I haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah.
Trying not, like I had to pull out on a couple different ones. Like I think Blue had one. I think 3 Men had one. There's been at least 3 or 4 in the last 2 weeks that I pop in, I say hi, and then it's all of a sudden they're talking about, oh, did you see? And I'm like, click.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm so sorry because I don't want to spoil. You know, I feel bad, but I'm like, I haven't watched. I just literally today, like 30 minutes ago, finished episode 5 of the book of Boba Fett. So that's how far behind I am.
Oh yeah. Very. I gotta tell you, I was extremely disappointed in that episode.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I wasn't going to spoil it if you hadn't seen it, but I
watched it. You know, I don't know what it is. I'm just not in the funk. That whole episode. I don't really want to talk about too much because I don't know if people have seen it.
And I don't want to be that person. There's another title that it could have gone by.
And even that title, I felt like I said 100 times, and I posted it on Twitter and all that. It was a great episode if I was standing in line at Disney, because it was giving you everything that you want to see, but nothing I want to see in a story. Does that make sense?
It was I don't know what it's called, but it was a seed. You know what I mean? They're planting.
Yeah.
It was basically. I don't want to spoil it. It was another show's episode 1 for a new season is what I feel that it was. Was it bad? No, but was it
right?
Fett?
I enjoyed it as eye candy, but as far as story, and that's what I'm looking for. I want a story right now. So as far as a story, I didn't like it at all. So I liked it, but I didn't like it. I guess. Makes sense, I hope. Hey, good morning.
We got Mr. Rez. If you don't mind segueing, since we're talking about Star Wars stuff, I do have a couple pickups.
Yeah. I think this whole episode is going to be all about pickups because I got a massive haul myself.
You got a big one too?
I do. Well, I got a big toy haul. I wouldn't go. I have a big one, but. Let's see. Oh, nice.
I got my Sandcrawler finally.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
That's my favorite vehicle in Star Wars.
What's that?
That's my favorite vehicle in Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah.
I got Obi-Wan's Starfighter.
Yeah, that one's so cool.
It is. I think I'm going to open it up, though. I noticed that there's just a solid gray paint wash on would that'd be R4, right? His mech.
Oh, I'm not sure of the droid in there.
But you can see it, the sculpt's in there. It's just he's all gray. So I was thinking about I actually may open all of these up, to be honest, because I think they're gonna look cool. They'll come with a stand to display them on.
Yeah.
And I mean that's just they look cool in the package, but I'm gonna have to open them up. I also got.
How do you display them if you open them up? They come on a stand. Do you put them all on a shelf?
I'll probably, well, I have a Star Wars shelf of loose figures, so I'll probably just put figures on one side, the die-cast stuff on the other side.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing like a couple displays for them, like putting together a few dio pieces.
Oh,
I
that'd
don't
be
know
tough.
that
Yeah.
they're too various. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
They'd
it
have
would
to
be
have
hard.
a Tatooine for the Sandcrawler space station or something for the Obi-Wan's jet. And
Yeah.
yeah.
They look cool. I almost jumped on, man, when I saw those in store. I almost bought a couple, but I'm like, I can't do it.
I'm gonna get the whole thing. I feel like it's a good avenue for me to try to stay away from that rabbit hole of the vintage collection. Nothing against them. They're fantastic, and that's the problem there.
Yeah.
I would have every single one of them right now if I could. So I can't.
Like
No
me,
space.
that's what I have. I have a whole bunch. I just touched my computer screen. I got a whole bunch
Ooh,
there. The
fabulous
vintage
got his
collection
first
there.
hot toy Mando. That's gonna be
Vintage
awesome.
collection on this side. Everywhere vintage collection. I can't find the latest wave though with Bo-Katan and Bib Fortuna.
The Bibbin, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's the same. We were, I don't know who was. Oh, it was the Night Owls. We were chat. It was offline, but we were talking about just the ridiculousness of these last couple waves. You got Fennec and Boba. I mean, all four of us have been just hunting like crazy, and none of us have seen any in store, but yet we see pictures of them all the time. We see reviews, and I know they're out there. Just where are they? You know, like
I
they're
know,
just
right?
so hit and miss with the distribution.
They haven't hit here at all, and
I'm fairly confident that no cases have actually hit my area, because I have actually come into the store when they're like pulling the truck out, and they're still putting that Lando wave out. So you got
really?
Lando and the
Yeah.
Bad Batch wave.
It's too bad. Lando is such a great figure too,
It
and
is.
he's just getting a bad rap because there's so many out there.
Well, yeah, there's got to be like 5 for every case or something.
He'll be the yak face of toy collection in 20 years. They're like, man, you get that Lando? Wow, that thing's worth thousands of dollars now.
Yeah,
We're passing on them, tossing them aside right now. What else you got?
I got the clown from the Spawn.
Cool.
This is the, awesome. I guess the alter ego of the Violator. So I was excited to see him. He's got articulation. I was really hesitant because I was like, how do you get those big fat arms he's got? How are you going to make those articulate? But they do. He's got a joint there. Look at that. Oops. His hands do. That's deliberate. His hands do. He came with like two different sets of hands.
I thought you had NECA there.
Yeah, I didn't put him in a hot bath first, but even the wrist goes back and forth with that big chunky wrist of his. So yeah, no, I mean, all around, I think that's great.
Hey, Rolando. Good morning to you.
Got the Hot Wheels Batman. I know it's not much, but
yeah, I got that one too.
The Batmobile. I finally found. You know what? I saw him when they first dropped at the end of last year, and then I passed on it because I was like, oh, I'll be a dime a dozen. I'll see him. I haven't seen him for like 2 months. So
have you seen the Hot Wheels one, the bigger versions?
Yes, yes.
That one's heavy, man.
It is. If it wasn't $10, but
I agree.
Yeah,
I got the duck. I almost got the penguin stuck.
Yeah, and
the duck, right?
Those used to be. I swear those were like $5.99 not 6 months ago, and the price tag on them is $9.99 right now. So that's a pretty considerable jump.
Yeah, but I think I'll end up getting the Batman Returns Batmobile and the Penguin duck.
Oh yeah, you got to have the Batman Return, the armored one.
Yeah, I'll grab that one
too.
And the boat. I want it, the boat. Oh, you found that?
I don't know if is that a Target exclusive?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right now it is. I don't know if it's going to change, but right now it's a Target. I haven't seen them in store at all.
Yeah, the family that busts together. So story on this one, this is what I get. The bite me in the butt all the time. So when I first saw it back in November, Target was running like a 25% off toy. So I could have got it for like $35. And I thought, nah, it's too close to the holidays. Somebody's going to yell at me for getting it. I'll put it on my list. And then, of course, the entire case was gone. Literally the next day I went into the store because there was a lot of them. It was, I don't know if they got like 3 cases worth, but they had 2 full sticker spots, right?
Yeah.
all the way back. So I was, when I see something stocked like that, I don't think twice of it to walk
I
by.
know, right?
I'll get it later, or maybe, and then like literally the next day, every single one of them was gone.
Hey, good morning, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Good
Morning.
to see you here, buddy.
And then I picked up an old one from, this was on discount at Amazon. So this has actually been around for a while. This is one of the, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was one of the first Marvel Legends vehicle series.
That's super cool, man.
Wolverine with the different head. He's got the patch from the.
I like that sculpt.
Yes, I do, and I like the T-shirt that they gave him. So he's got like the Old Man Logan body, like the lower half with the T-shirt, and I like the combination of that.
Yeah, I do like that.
Plus that bike is pretty sweet.
The bike is super cool.
Yeah.
How much was that? Well,
So
you don't have to tell us, just in case your wife.
No. It's I think originally when it came out, it was, because that one was a while ago. So that was when the vehicles like the size like that would have only been $40. I think $39.99. And then I've been watching it on Amazon at $59.99, and it's been on my wish list. And I got it must have been a sale or a discount or some kind of offer came through, and I saw it, and it was back down to 45, and I was like, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's a good set though. Really good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stepping back on Marvel for a little bit. Although I think I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the X-Men.
There you go.
Like the animated. But I want to say good morning to a couple gents. We have Deep Forces in the house. Hey, G. And another great YouTuber here, Real Batman. Hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to Real Batman, you got to do it. This guy is, he has a great collection. But
yes, he does.
I love his reviews on the McFarlane Batman figures because he's a good reviewer. I'll tell you.
He'll stick it to them if they need it.
Exactly. He's real, and that's what I love. I love so many different YouTubers, but when I watch him, it's like he's real. He'll tell you the way it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hold back. I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I just broke my toy because I moved its arm, but that's okay. I'll use hot glue. It's like, what are you talking about? That's horrible.
You're what was it? Jada Toys, the ones, the cereal ones.
Yeah, I contacted them and they told me I'm S out of luck.
What?
Yeah, I contacted them. I told them, and I showed them photos of the figure.
Yeah.
And they said, and I says, and I gave my mailing address saying, basically, send me a new.
Give me another one. Yeah.
Give me another one. And they said they don't have any in stock. I have to return it at the store that I purchased it from. But I bought it online, and I had it. I bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, and I hadn't opened it for like a month.
Right.
So now when I go back and I try to find it online, it's not in my system.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
it's
whatever.
past the return time probably.
I mean, if I find it at Target, I'll buy another one because I'm a huge fan of the Monster cereal guys. So, but anyways, enough. Go on. I know you got a big toy pickup.
No, that's big for me. That's that to have that in the same week. That's unless a Marvel Legends wave comes out, because I'm gonna get all of them if I see them. Other than that, no, that's actually a considerable wave for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, but the thing people don't understand about that, like, oh yeah, you can return it to the store, is there won't be another one. If it's not like that kind of item. Yeah. I can't just take it back to Big Bad Toy Store or Target sometimes, especially if it's a NECA.
I shouldn't be inconvenienced at all. I'm a customer that touched a figure. I touched his arm. I went to move his arm like this and it just snapped off.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't mishandling it, but anyways, I mean, like even like the Quint figure, I saw him in store once from NECA, the Quint.
Yeah.
I've seen him in store once. So some of these figures it's like finding gold. If you find it in the store, you're lucked out. So I have a huge pickup, man, and I hope my wife is not watching. But so as real Batman knows, because I got some guy was calling me out saying, "Oh, that's fake. You don't have a. There's no way you're gonna find a 20-year-old figure in store." I'm like, dude, this isn't a 20-year-old figure. For one thing.
What? What did they
Yeah,
think it was?
they must have thought it was the Toy Biz version. But anyways,
Toy
you know,
Biz?
do your research before you start trashing on us. But I got Rogue for $13.99. But
Wow.
let me tell you a story about this. So
Wow.
Super Awesome Geek Show had a live stream auction, right? And when it's for his brother, because his brother we're trying to raise money because his brother has cancer, and we're trying to help with financial costs. Anyways, Dudes Nerdery said, "Hey, everyone, Rogue is online right now at Target. If you want to get her, you order her now." And I'm like, I want that. That's Rogue. I've never seen her in store, and that's the figure I want. But I don't want to order online. I hate ordering online. That next day, I walked into Target. They had one in the clearance rack, and you don't see it. It was like the toy gods listened to me and said, "Here you go, Dean. There you go. On clearance too for 30." Well, you're not going to find this on clearance.
Don't need to go online.
In store.
No, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, when they first, because they dropped her a couple times. So her and Gambit got dropped at the same time, and they were pretty darn hard to find. And then, did you see that? It's bad.
He made a comment too on a few of my other videos saying, it's fake. It's like, yeah, I have. So I got to get Gambit. So Gambit and Rogue are my favorite X-Men characters from the cartoon series. I love those. I love Cajun, his accent, and I just love the whole thing. But I also picked this up, $12.
What?
Yeah, $12.
Is that is the retro hiss?
Yeah, this is the hiss tank. So they had two of them, but I just grabbed one for $12. The girl was putting the sticker on. I said, "How much is that?" She said $12. I said, "I'll take it."
Yeah, don't even bother putting the sticker on it.
Yeah, so for $12, you can't really pass it up.
No. And honestly, I was surprised to see them. It was 20, right? Weren't those 20?
These were originally $30. $25.97.
25.
$25.97. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, 25. Because even 25. I mean, the way Hasbro is with some of their price points, they could have jumped that up to 30. I think they could have easily done.
Yeah, so probably. But it did sit on the shelves. But this is the second version. The first version, you could see him in the package, I believe. But I have all the carded figures of these guys except for Roadblock. So if anybody out there has a Roadblock that they want to trade, the 3 3/4 Roadblock, I'm your man for a trade.
If I see one, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
I see. I think
you can get him on, but he's going up in price. I think I've seen him like $30 to $40 now because they discontinued the line.
The retros?
Yeah.
I just saw like they just had another drop of Stalker, Grunt, and
Stalker and those guys are the newest wave. So those are on clearance for like $10. But Roadblock is like one of the original first or second wave, and I was just gonna collect the villains like Cobra and whatever the villains. I'm more of a villain collector. And then I got G.I. Joe, I got all the other guys, and then I'm like, man, I wish I picked up Roadblock. But did you know, here's my next one. Did you know that they have a chase of the Riddler?
No mask?
No mask.
No mask?
I did not know.
Don't they have they have a chase for every one of those, don't they?
They do. And I have all the chases.
Yeah.
I have them all. So when I saw him, I don't know if did you hear like a girl scream? That would have been me.
That was it? Okay, I wondered. Yeah.
But yeah, how cool is that, man?
Like a girl at a Beatles concert.
So they had a whole row of them, and I'm looking through and seeing if there's any other characters, and boom, unmasked. I was like, and it was all Riddlers in it. All right, we're gonna have to do a rapid round now. Rapid round. So, like I said, I don't know if I said earlier.
Fabulous. The McFarlane, the Chase Master. He does it. You know what though? You know, to what RB's saying too. At least we can find them. You know, I mean, they're not like impossible. Yeah, they're. I think they spread theirs out just right. I mean, if and I'm just, maybe it's just my area, but I think if I can find them, you know, randomly without having to search or hunt, then those are good chases. That is like, oh yeah, you know, I've seen like 3 cases of those, and then here's a different looking one. That's how it should be. That's how it used to be.
I like the hunt, and I don't want to walk in a store and see everything I want. I like to be surprised, but I want to find stuff. I want to find the stuff I'm looking for eventually, like within a week or two. I don't want to have to order stuff online because you're going to miss out that wave, because now the new wave's coming out.
Are you kidding? A week or two? I'd be happy with a month.
Well,
I mean, how long have I been looking for that Fennec?
So I am all in on WWE wrestling figures now. I am all in, and Star Wars is taking a back seat because they're ticking me off when I'm going hunting. I can't find the waves I want, and it's not fun. I want to have fun collecting, and when I'm being discouraged and upset, and I'm in my car with tears rolling down my face because I don't have my bib for tuna.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I feel it. I know exactly what you were just talking about. That.
So I was a huge collector. I mean, I was a huge fan, and I kind of faded off. But wrestling, I love. Back in the 80s, we used to watch Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, the cartoon series. I was all into. I watched wrestling all the time, and up until like probably the early 2000s, I think I faded off at like 2005. So now I'm collecting all the figures, and I'm looking for a Series 11. Macho Man with the purple. That's my Macho Man. I want Macho Man, Randy Savage, Series 11. He's got the purple on.
Okay.
And I want Bam Bam Bigelow too. I want Bam Bam Bigelow in the red flames, but the black one, Black Flames, I'll settle for that one for right now. And there's so many other ones that I want to get, but let me do a rapid round here. So let's see. We have so last week I picked up Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake is one of my favorite old school wrestlers, and this is a great one. But I am willing to do some trades because guess what I found? I found 2 chases of Jake the Snake.
What?
Yeah, so he has the gray pants. One of them has a little damage here on the top, but it's still a good figure. I might actually open him up because I like the chase better. He's got like his gray pants, but he's got like a snake wrap around his the pattern.
Pretty much obligated to open that up at this point.
So one of them I'd actually trade for like a Macho Man or something like that. And I also have another. Let me see here. Where is she? Oh well. I'll show you in a second. So that's that. Now I'm doing the Build-A-Figure for Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart.
So Big E, I'm not really familiar. I actually watched the wrestling last night, the pay-per-view. I have Peacock and it was free on Peacock. But I need Jimmy Hart. So I have to buy the whole wave. So I got Big E. And I also I have Dakota. I have 2 Dakotas. Because she was a little bit harder to get, so I figured I'd grab her if anybody needs her. I offered it to Sleeping Collectibles, but I'm not sure if he really wants her.
Weren't they saying? I was thinking Josh or somebody was saying those are super hard to find. The Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota's hard to find. I saw her on eBay for like $75.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to sell her for $75. I'll pick her up and trade. I'll trade for a Macho Man. But I did offer it to Sleeping. But if Sleeping doesn't want it, I'd love to trade it for Macho Man. So I got Earthquake. And again, build a figure part for
Oh
Jimmy.
yeah.
Earthquake is awesome. This is my. I picked up the other Triple H, but this is my Triple H right here that I grew up with when he had the water bottle spitting up. So I got this Triple H. I still have to pick up China. I want China. Got to get what's it?
Mustafa.
So
God, I forgot. Wow.
was it? He has another name. Is it inappropriate to call him by his other name? I know the name. Can I say it?
I don't know.
It's
Hold
the
on.
Iron.
Oh,
yes.
sheep. Yeah.
Right? Is that inappropriate to say?
I
Because
don't.
why do they call him this now?
I can't keep track, man. I'll be honest with you. It's not that I don't try. I just it seems like it changes and things get added, and I don't have the mental bandwidth to keep track of everything that offends
So look,
people.
Sergeant Slaughter. So I got Sergeant Slaughter and
What?
yeah. So
Now wait a second. How did you? Okay, where did you find him?
He's at Walmart's now. He's everywhere in Walmart.
Is that a Walmart exclusive?
Probably. The
Dang.
boxes were damaged, but this one's not too bad. But I've been collecting Sergeant Slaughter GI Joes and stuff like that, and I want to have a little Sergeant Slaughter collection. But
Yeah.
did they? I can't remember. Did they team up? Is that why they have the same outfits?
That I do not remember, and that would have been one of the.
Anybody know in the chat? But I definitely wanted him anyways.
Fabulous says that was a gimmick name. He went back to the Sheik after that run. Maybe that's what you were talking about.
So maybe that's what happened. They teamed up, and that was the gimmick name.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to.
Well, because he had a completely different outfit. I mean, he actually had
when you take his shirt off and stuff like that, he has that tank top on. When you take the shirt off, he's got the tank top on, and he's got the boots. He has the boots in here. His
Iron Sheik stuff. Yeah, and that was actually that was one of the few. And I never kept up on that stuff, but that would have been my time in the wrestling world.
Hurricane is an awesome wrestler.
I love those pants.
I love his gimmick. So I grabbed him. I still have to get a Bobby Orton. The face sculpt on Bobby isn't the greatest.
Wait, which one? There's a couple different. The Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby Orton with the hat, and he has the cast on his arm. Remember he had a cast on his arm back in the day?
Maybe it wasn't him. Is there a different version of that one? Because I remember seeing him in the store. I thought.
I don't think so.
Okay, must not have been him.
Kevin Nash. They had a Kevin Nash, and he's the Piper Wave, but you don't see him that often. And I'm looking for Bret Hart. Anybody see a Bret Hart? Let me know. I'll do a trade or whatever. Bret Hart in this version. Which wave is it?
I wish you'd have told me that earlier.
Yeah, well, this week I just started. I'm all in, man. This is just half the load right now. So guess what I got? I got me a Chase Junkyard Dog with the blue pants in store.
Junkyard Dog.
So you got to get Junkyard Dog, because what I want to do is I want to set up a ring. And one side I want to have 80s and 90s wrestlers, and then the other side I want to have like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and that's that whole setup. I don't know if I have room for 2 rings, but so for $659, I got Rey Mysterio. So you can't beat that price. That's a good price.
Nope, you sure can't.
He was on last night wrestling. It's a few old school wrestlers last night. Brock Lesnar's on. Shane McMahon showed up. And you need a referee if you're gonna do a ring, right?
Well, yeah.
So I got Sid Justice when it has damage on it, but I didn't really care too much. And I brought it to the service desk and they gave me a percentage off. So I got it for like $17.
Nice.
Yeah. So got him, and I kind of like this one, so I grabbed it because I only saw one, and we have the Ultimate Warrior Deluxe Edition.
I like those. I like those
Yeah.
packages. Looks like they come with a lot of stuff too.
They do. I want to get the Rock one. The Rock one I want to get because I like both his face sculpts. I can't find them in my stores right now, but $30 right now is kind of a little pushing it. That was really pushing it for $30 for a figure. And what I want to try to do is when it comes to a Build-A-Figure, will a Marvel Legend body fit on a wrestling head, like one of the Build-A-Figures? So before I bought, because I wanted just Jimmy Hart, and I'm like, well, I bought the figure, which was Yokozuna. I got his head in the mic, so I was wondering, would the body fit? So I was going to do a short, but then I just decided to get them all. And that's all, folks. Is that a good haul? Is anybody still here?
Still counting. They're like, they're making their shopping list right now. I need him. I need him.
Yeah. So yeah, I went and I talked to somebody, and they grabbed me a Hogan from out back, and I asked if they had a Bret Hart, and because I didn't expect him to come back with anything, and I don't think he wanted to go back out there, so he's like, no, there was nothing else. But the Bret Hart is that's the Bret Hart that I know too, from his outfit.
Yeah.
There's another one coming out, and it looks more modern. Bret Hart. I don't really care for the look coming out. Yeah, thank you. Good haul. Good haul.
Great haul. Yep, Mr. Rez.
Oh, we're not even live. I forgot to hit live button. No, just kidding. Could you imagine going through all that and we're not live?
That would be very inconvenient. And that would also mean that we have 7 really dedicated people that they were sitting there for 35 minutes waiting for us to go live.
Yeah, so I think that was a good haul, and I think that haul deserves there you go. Good haul. So we're gonna let's talk a little bit about fitness so we don't keep people waiting too long.
Sure. Got to get that fitness talk in.
Yeah, let's get the fitness talk in. We'll do a quick little intro for fitness, and
Don't worry, He-Man. I've got you.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Hello.
Hey,
who is this?
Skeletor, help! Hello, Skeletor, get back here!
Oh,
Hey,
He-Man,
Orko,
you're
no.
in trouble. I'll help
Go get Man-at-Arms. No, Orko, don't use the spell.
Raise
Orko.
the weight above the spot.
Orko, no.
Oh,
Ah!
I'm sorry, He-Man.
I love that one. Sorry.
Hate getting a phone call in the middle of spotting.
Right. So let's see here. So today's topic is we're going to have a Dudes Nerdery, and he does yoga. And I don't really know much about yoga. So Danny is going to take over the wheel when it comes to talk about yoga. I know you get a lot of flexibility, and it definitely has a lot of benefits, but I'll let Dandy explain a little bit more.
So by no means am I an expert in any way, shape, or form. Most of what I've got from books, exercises, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, videos, instructional videos, and instructional things as far as what the purpose of the move is and what it's supposed to do. But it definitely will it will increase your flexibility. And if you do certain types of yoga, because there's a couple different styles that you can do, you can really focus on some isometric exercises. So you are building muscle in a different way. You're not doing the repetition resistance training, like the weights that we usually talk about, but you're still getting some good solid isometric holds, and you're also stretching those muscles that are counteracting the ones that you're activating. So, for example, the one that that I was going to show you that I didn't get around to getting the video put together was like a crescent pose. And when you're doing something like that, you are engaging your quads, but you're stretching your hams and your hip flexors. If I got the muscles right. John's not here to correct me, so I don't know if I'm getting it right or not. But it's a really good, solid, slow movement. So if you don't like the resistance training, you don't like aerobics, you just want to move, but also get a workout in and maybe even increased heart rate level to some degree, this could be an option for you. It also, you know, you don't have to do any heavy lifting because it's all body weight stuff. All you're doing is just working on developing the muscles that are going to support your own body weight and kind of overall, how do I want to say it? Your balance. Yeah, sorry, your balance.
Stability muscles.
Stability muscles. Thank you. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Definitely. Yeah, so Dandy sent me a couple of good stretch exercises. You want to explain a little bit before I roll tape, or did you hear me?
Yep.
Do you want to say anything before I roll tape?
Oh, I thought you said you were going to explain my horrible videos. So yeah, this is a very quick pose. There's a couple different options for this pose. There's actually, and I think I mentioned it in the video, there is a two-legged version, a one-legged version. There's a version where you're perched up, where your upper body is stretching even further back, and there's one that I did where your body is stretching forward. So this is the pigeon pose.
Did you turn up the heat in there? Was this hot yoga or no?
Nope, it was cold yoga.
Cold yoga in the basement.
It's in my basement, so it's usually cold.
Probably not the best thing to do when you're stretching, but you want to warm up. Definitely, excuse me. Definitely want to warm up the muscles a little bit before you start stretching.
It's a good point. Yep.
Sometimes just going like on a, in my opinion, just doing like a treadmill or like even like jumping jacks or anything like that, just to get the blood flowing and things like that before you get into a stretch. Stretching cold might not be the best start, but yeah. So, hey, can you roll tape, bud? Let's roll tape.
Hey, Dean, I'm going to do a stretch today, and it's a yoga pose as well. It's called the pigeon. I'm doing a one-legged pigeon. There's a two-legged version as well, but we talked about injuries last week, and I wanted to show you how much different I am with my left leg than my right because of my right knee. I'm going to take my heel, drive it to basically to my butt, bending this leg. I'm going to take the right leg first. I'm going to drive it behind me as straight as I can. While I'm doing that, I'm going to bend forward over that bent leg and stretch out those arms. You can hold this pose for about 3 or 4 breaths depending on what you want to do and how long you want to sit here and how long you're comfortable. Now you're going to see a big difference in how far I can go down with my right leg. Doesn't mean that I can't do the exercise. I'm just working around the injury and doing what I can. Same thing, driving my heel to my waist. I'm going to stretch the left leg back. I'm going to lean over the right leg, but you're going to see I'm not going to go as far. Now again, you can do a two-legged, but with me having the two different variances on the legs, I feel that it's better for me.
Awesome. Can I ask you, so you have the shoes with the toes?
Yeah, you noticed that?
I did. So what give me a quick, what's the benefit for shoes with toes?
For that particularly, so you could do yoga barefoot, and you probably should, because you don't want, you're stretching everything, right? And in so many of those poses you are doing, and just pain, you are stretching just about everything from the end of whatever is touching the mat to the top of whatever is touching the mat or touching the air or whatever, right? So the idea is to get as much stretch out of it as possible. You can't really get that, well, at least I can't with a pair of tennis shoes. So barefoot's good, but for this particular visual, I just didn't want to take my shoes off. So I thought, you know what, toe shoes, that'll work. And I got those originally for running. So the original reason that I got those toe shoes was for my runs. apparently he's just hurting watching. So
Yeah.
the other thing I wanted to point out, just real quick, I noticed, if you notice the difference between that right and that left leg. I mean, I can get almost all the way down with my left, but not with my right. So you remember we were talking about kind of working around some injuries or issues last week.
Yeah.
So I did want to mention that, because this is, that is definitely something that you can do. And I'm still working. I'm just taking what I can with the one side and the other side. So
will you get more flexible as the time passes?
yeah, so that was again, not a cold stretch, but that was literally, I sat down and I did that for that video. If I did a sequence like a vinyasa, I think it's called, something like that. It's basically a series of moves, and each time you're breathing through those stretches and moves, and you actually, I can actually get a little bit further down than that.
Yeah,
So,
I agree right here. I have a bad back too. I don't know if I have a pinched nerve or whatnot, but like even picking up my nephew yesterday, I was going to give him a piggyback ride down the stairs, and he's only 2 years old, so he doesn't weigh much at all. But just that movement of getting up, I could feel like, I mean, I have to move slow getting up, and it's like it'll pinch and it'll drop me right on my knees.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yeah,
it's, and that's great for it. You just got to take it in stride. Just bend over a little bit, or even start sitting up. So you can, like I said, you can sit up in that move as well. And it doesn't even have to be a full pigeon. I had my heel all the way driven back, right? If it's easier for you to do a 90-degree angle, so where your heel's not as far back as mine was, just start with whatever's comfortable, and just kind of relax and breathe through the movement. So every breath that you take, you're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you find that you come down a little bit, and it's just millimeters, but it's a little bit more each time.
Yeah, when I used to do karate back in the day, we're talking, shoot, it was like that mid-90s, I think. I was taking karate, and just like stretching every day, and your flexibility gets more and more.
Yeah, yep. You just got to keep working on it, and that will help. Like I said, with the moves, like RB said, the moves, if you've got a bad back or something like that, you can still work around it. Be comfortable. Obviously,
gotta be
don't hurt
slow.
yourself. But
Nice and slow movement.
Yeah, slow and methodical. That way, you're not doing that resistance training. Because if you get a bad back, the last thing you want to do is go, try to do deadlifts and squats. Right?
Yeah.
But you can do some isometric holds that can just kind of build up that core to work towards getting healed, getting better.
Yeah, I did a little bit of deadlifts with the what is that, like the T-bar where you're sitting between it? What's the name of that bar again? I think you have one at home.
The trap bar.
The trap bar. Yeah. I was doing some deadlifts just with 45s on each side, with that, and it was hard just even doing that. I mean, some of the quad muscles were burning a bit, and my back was sore, not in a bad way, but it was sore like the next day and stuff like that. But again, normally before I was doing like 4 plates on each side doing that, and I was able to do it. Just 45 pounds right now, it was kind of a struggle
getting there. Yeah.
But again, it's you just got to go baby steps sometimes. But I want to say good morning to Sean Solo 8. I have a video coming up this Tuesday, and I mentioned Sean a few times in it because this guy, I'm not kissing up at all. I love this guy, but he is probably my favorite action figure poser.
Oh my God.
I learned so much from this guy. Don't get me wrong. I love Dandy1981 when he poses his figure. A Dudes Nerdery does a fantastic job also.
Dude does a good job.
Sean just knows the body, man. The way he poses, it's like, yeah, that's what a body looks like if it was doing that. When I pose a figure, it just looks like a mannequin.
Yeah. Mind you, I just have figures that look like something out of a what is it called? Cyanide and Happiness. You ever seen those?
Mm-mm.
You just got a generic. Basically, I look like I'm posing a stick figure.
Exactly.
But Sean, I swear he's got like the comic books in front of him, and he's sitting there like intricately moving every single joint that he can. Looking at it, and like either that or he's got a photographic memory and he just remembers. Because especially his some of his Spider-Man, even his fighting poses, man. He's got
That's
those
the
guys.
pose I'm doing. I have that pose in my Spider-Man in this video coming up of when he's fighting Sandman.
Okay, yeah.
I did that pose and it come out okay. I mean, it was something quick that I put together, but yeah, it's and two things I just want to talk about Sean is Sean right here. He has a bad back and been told that surgery won't fix it. Yeah, that's possible. That's for sure. I would recommend just trying to work the muscles around it.
Yep.
And just build strong muscles around it, and that might help with some of that, because there's so many different muscles within muscles. You know what I mean? So if we can try to work muscles around it, it might help with that muscle that's lacking. Right? You agree with me?
Exactly. Build the supporting muscles. That's exactly what I did with that knee. I know my knee's not the best, like I said, but I build everything that I can around it, or at least keep it mobile. If I didn't do that, honestly, I don't think I ever told you this, but at one point in time, my knee was so bad, I had a cane.
Really?
I did. I actually would, if I was on my feet for more than 20, 30 minutes or something like that, I pretty much I took my cane with me. We took a couple of vacations where, I was like, I'm not going to make it if I don't have this thing with me. So
it's horrible. I don't like, I mean, we have to do things like that, but like when my knee's been bugging me for months, and people are like, oh, you got to go to doctors, have it checked out. I'm stubborn. I'm one of those guys. I'm like Wolverine. Just it takes me a lot longer to heal.
To get it. Oh yeah.
Wolverine will take minutes. I'll take years, but I will get there healing myself. So I'm stubborn when it comes to that. But like when I like to like go from my car to the door when I'm toy hunting, and I like to do a jog if I'm in a rush, and I don't like, but now I'm hopping when I'm jogging, and it's painful, and I'm like, man, I'm getting old. I am so old.
But you're that happy to get to your toy hunt. So Sean's asking how to build around that lower spine. So your lumbar, right, your lower back could be supported with core, a strong core.
Yeah. How about like the yoga pose when you're on your on one knee and lunging forward with one leg out, one arm out, and one leg, the opposite leg out, like this?
Bird dog.
Yeah, I don't know the name of them, but I bet that would help with the core and your back.
You'd have to be careful with it. I mean, you could start with one or the other. It doesn't have to be the hand and the leg. You could do both, or you could do one at a time or alternate them. Especially, depending on, I don't know how you feel, so you want to be careful with it. But I think I could be wrong, but I want to say it's the bird dog. So if you
just I'll be the guinny pig just in case.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say I can get my mat out if you want. I have a little bit of
down
room
on
here.
my knees.
Yep.
And then I'll put my let's say I'll put my, so it'll be this arm.
Yep.
And then the opposite leg.
Opposite leg. Yep.
And try to keep them straight and hold that pose. So it'll help strengthen your glutes, your back, your hams, and just hold that pose and then switch and try that.
And if that tweaks your back, you can do one at a time.
Well, you can't do both at the same time. That's Superman.
I mean, the arm or the leg.
Pose, right?
Yeah.
I guess you can do that.
I mean, you could use that for support too. Kind of help build that muscle. It's not a bad call. Get a stool, do it over a chair. But yeah, just that motion of bringing that leg up is going to work that lower back, and you're gonna feel it in your core as well.
So, Sean, you got to show us the results on your butt muscle when it grows.
I mean, he's going to have some serious glutes.
Right.
Keep it. He'll grow a butt too. He's insinuating he doesn't have one now. Is that
He's pretty lean.
he's pretty?
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is. Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have to worry too much about body fat. Like me, last night I had a bowl of cereal watching wrestling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. It definitely hasn't been the best week for me, but I'm still borderline. I'm still there, not too bad. So let me give you a quick so Sean, here's a good suggestion. I've said it before. Saturday mornings was cartoon day for us growing up. How about Sean Solo, if he's not working, does a live stream on Saturday morning in teaching us how to pose our figures? I'm telling you, man, I'll definitely tune in. Even Sundays.
Sean Solo.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday mornings. Just try not to do it within our stream because
Just don't bump it. Because they're gonna watch you, is what he's saying.
Yeah,
they're not gonna.
I'll
Nobody's
even be
gonna watch
you.
Yeah,
I'll be watching him while we're doing the live stream.
they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I gotta see how Sean does that." You know, yoga.
Yeah. But I don't know. I bet there's no. I don't know if there's any YouTubers doing that. But I'm 100% serious. I think you would do. You would get some good. Not that you have a problem at all, man. You're killing it.
10,000 plus.
Yeah, you're killing it. So you don't need any suggestions from. I have 669 subscribers.
How coincidental.
Not too bad. But
John, you missed it, John. You could have corrected me. I was looking for your assistance on my yoga pose muscle activation.
Hey, John, how's it going, bud? Yeah. So, John, I was showing a quick pickup. I'll show you because you kind of got me. You and Rebels got into the GI Joes, but I'm all in on Sergeant Slaughter, man. So I got my Sergeant Slaughter WWE figure. And the Iron Sheik to go with them. But yeah, so stretching, yoga, give it a shot, man.
Yep. Yeah, I wish I could have put those other videos together. Maybe we could do another week later on after next and do some more. I'll get some more in depth.
Yeah, Dude's Nerdery was is going to be on. He was supposed to be on today, but he's been working his tail off, man. So he is I believe he is pretty spent when it comes to that. So I totally understand that, man. Totally understand it. So you take some time off and just chill, man. Recoup that soul. Recoup your soul, and then you'll be back hot and doing some yoga for us. But yeah, so we're gonna talk a little bit more than lifting weights here. We're gonna try to get a few guests on here. I know Kat just back. How many pounds she lost? What was it? 26 pounds, I believe.
26.8. Yeah, I think is what she posted up there.
Yeah, 26.8 pounds. So I want to know her secret, and maybe she can help us a little bit and stay focused. I know she's doing some. I believe she's doing some home workouts also, which is great, man. You do things that you enjoy doing. You don't have to be doing lifting weights. If it's yoga, if it's Taibo, if it's karate, you can do kickboxing, anything like that. But just try to stay a little bit active outside of work.
Oh God, yeah. I can't even. I don't even think we've scratched the surface of what I have at home. I've got a lightweight, the cardio punching bag. I've got a heavy bag. You know what I'm talking about? The one that just bounces back. It's got a weighted base, but there's no. I got a heavy bag. I don't know how many different forms and variations of pull-ups and rows of bands, and weights, dumbbells, barbells. I've even got I don't know if you ever noticed or not, but I got this crazy little stand. It shows up in some of my videos, but basically it's a hyperextension bench that I built. so you can do you support your legs and then do a back raise,
Yeah.
without having to go out
Yeah.
and have like 4 different benches, because I wanted to do, there was stuff that I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it with everything that I've got. So I've got 2 benches that pretty much accommodate most things, and then I need that extra little guy.
So I remember the 90s. Is that was that the Billy Blanks?
Oh wait, no,
Workout?
he was 2000s, wasn't he?
Was he?
He's typo. I can't remember.
Yeah, so I'm gonna we'll get Kat on here and she can talk a little bit more, and maybe she'll set up some videos and show us some techniques and stuff like that. It's always good to see different seeing people killing it, crushing it.
Oh, you're right. It was
it?
Billy Blank, man. Yeah.
Man, I just pulled that out of the air.
You did, yeah.
That
That was
game, I
totally
was trying to remember some of the old school home video workouts. 1998, she says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was there was the whole steel series, abs of steel, buns of steel, legs of steel, arms of steel. And they had some solid, not to sound cheesy, but they had some solid trainers. I mean, they knew their stuff. It was I think a little bit, you had to know a little bit going in, because if you didn't know what you were doing, you're like, oh God, this guy's out of his mind. I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So was Billy Blanks, was he working out with Z Cavaricis? Did he have those on? Remember those Z Cavaricis? Oh, is that 80s? It might be 80s.
I'm looking at a picture here. He's got some crazy
MC Hammer pants.
No. I don't know what, I don't know what to call them. They're short. Well, take it back. Okay, so he's got some martial arts outfits. There's one within, he's wearing a pair of shorts that are like split like a skirt. I'm guessing that's for so he doesn't rip his shorts.
Yeah, maybe, right. I used to get up early in the morning in the 90s, and I would watch some of the workouts and stuff like that people would do. Like they do it on the beach and stuff like that, but you get ideas. I didn't necessarily work out with them while they were doing it, and I wasn't a perv watching it, so don't think I was a perv watching it. But you get ideas, and that's the thing, is that like I'll watch there's some new not newer, probably like 10 years ago, there was a DVD set that they had, and I would watch and learn some different weight lifting techniques and exercises. There's so many different things that you could do out there. So watching and accepting other.
Yeah, kind of off topic, but so I've recently had a revisit of old movies, and I've been watching through. It started on the furlough, because in 2020 I got furloughed from work, and so I pulled out all like my 90s and 80s videos, DVDs, all kinds of movies that I went back through, and I remember seeing so many of them that had the little scene where somebody's walking in and the sister is watching the aerobic video on TV.
Yeah.
And you go, oh my God, just looking at the outfits and the hair, it's just, I love it. I love it.
Richard Simmons, man.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's all positive stuff out there that, just keeping it out there. And,
but yeah, all the same mission, right? It's all about just getting people moving and getting them out, because we have not everybody, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that do a lot of physical work for your day to day, but there's just as many that are sedentary. They're sitting down all day. I just don't think we're designed for that. We shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, right. Just sitting on this little these little red ottomans. That's actually what I'm sitting on right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's supposed, so it's not the best, most comfortable, but this laptop's in front of my movie theater TV. So I don't have like a desk where I have all this set up.
Yeah, I've got a TV tray with my laptop on it, and I'm staring at my tripod with my phone on it. So it's not exactly an elaborate setup here.
I don't want to put a desk down here. I'll have to move like the Death Star and all my toys, and that's not going to happen.
Got to have one or the other. You can't have everything.
Can't have everything. So let's see. It is.
between their legs. Yeah, Orlando.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
That's why I have to say I wasn't a pervert watching it, but maybe a little.
yeah. Oh, how could you? Come on. I mean, the tight outfits with the
Well, they weren't stupid. when they
basically
were
the
filming.
bathing suit over top of a tight suit.
I mean, did you see Dandy's video? He was doing the same thing. He had the camera facing there.
Yep, I was right at it, right on it.
Got to
All I
get
needed
views
was
in there.
all I needed was my red schmedium shirt.
Yeah.
Would have been all set.
So any last words before we close up? We try to keep this stream around an hour, so just to talk toys, talk a little bit of fitness, and maybe get your mentality thinking about meal prep, exercise for the week. Just get you in a different mind frame, hopefully. Get me in a mind frame too. So any last words, Dandy?
I would say I don't want to take your thunder, but there's something that we all are.
That's right. We are all, well, we won't end it with that. We always have to end it with something else. But
Oh yeah.
we are all Geek Strong. Snap that. Twitter. Boom. Post. Let's see. And remember, if you hear that knock on the door, it might not be the pizza delivery guy. It might not even be UPS, but it could be. Man, that land shark. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining
Hey,
us.
everybody.
Peace out.